Welcome to Book Chat. My name is Bea Stengo and I'm a managing librarian at Monterey County Free Libraries. And today I'm going to talk to you about this book, The Island of Missing Trees by Elif Shafak. And this is super interesting. I read it because it's part of the Reese Book Club collection, and I read quite a few of her books. I like her selections. She really makes an effort to read very globally, so for authors from around the world and from different ethnic and racial backgrounds, and so I find that super interesting. That's very interesting for me to read around like this. So this Elif Shafak, I didn't know much about her as an author, so I looked her up, and she's a journalist. But here it says Elif Shafak is an award-winning British-Turkish novelist. She writes in both Turkish and English and has published 19 books, 12 of which are novels. And her work has been translated into 55 languages. And so she's been around for a while, and I'm surprised I hadn't heard of her before, but I thoroughly enjoyed this book. And it's super interesting. So I learned a lot by reading this book. It takes place in England, and it sort of time travels a little bit. It starts off in London in the late 2010s, as they describe it. And then one of the voices that's so interesting is the voice of the fig tree. And the fig tree talks in present and past and helps tell the history, helps tell the story of everything that's going on, and helps move the story forward. It's really, really interesting and really well done. So it is about a young British girl who is of descent from two parents from the island of Cyprus. Her father is a Greek Cypriot and her mother was a Turkish Cypriot, and their love was illicit because the island is divided. So what I learned a lot about was Cyprus and the history of Cyprus and the civil conflict, the civil war within Cyprus that I really did not know a lot about. And it made me more curious to find out more about that particular civil war. So this is the story of a family in the UK, but like I said, it travels through time. So it takes place in the late 2010s and also goes back to the 1970s in Cyprus and tells the story of her parents' love and how they got together and how their love was very much illicit because the mother was of Turkish descent and the father was of Greek descent, and there was a feud going on. And you don't necessarily understand the nature of the feud, but there was a pretty violent civil war that happened in Cyprus. But the book overall is about healing and about family and about finding your place through different generations. And it's a really well done book and so beautifully written. And I encourage you to give it a try. So The Island of Missing Trees by Elif Shafak. Enjoy it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.